Today is Tuesday, new week. Let's see what we got. Yesterday, Monday, ended up taking a loss. If you watched my previous video, you would have seen me break down these trades for last week. This week, starting from here, started it off with taking a loss. This loss was pretty much anticipated because I really did not like the setup. However, I have to follow a systematic approach when I come onto the charts. So meaning that it doesn't matter what I like or I don't like, it doesn't matter what I feel. If it lines up, then I need to take it. So it lined up and I took it, which is this trade here. But later on, I then somewhat backtested after the trade happened to see, okay, what exactly went wrong, because I got my entry signal and this is my A+ entry signal. So why did it lose? And it was clear that price was still moving bearish. In my previous breakdown, which I put out for this week, I explained that we are still looking to go bearish unless price breaks here. However, when Monday came, I'm not sure exactly how I was feeling at that moment. I completely forgot that. Came into the market, analyzed, and I thought, okay, we are making, somewhat the higher highs and higher lows, indicating a bullish pressure. So I'm just looking for liquidity to be grabbed and continue with that bullish pressure. However, that ended up not being the case, and I ended up getting taken out, which was cool. I took one trade there, one setup, one trade. Now, once again, we have a maximum of 3 setups a week. So if we had just take a quick look here, we have 1, which is here. We have 2, which is here. Now, potentially we have another one. Potentially, it doesn't have to come. But that's what happened on Monday. Tuesday comes, which is today. Once again, following that systematic approach, trying my best to follow it, regardless of how I feel. I have to follow it. Now, if I would have gone based off of how I feel, I would have never taken this trade today, because when I was entering this trade, the rejection candle was so small compared to the wick. I was like, I don't feel like taking this. But once again, I have to follow my systematic approach. If I take a loss, I take a loss. I hit the button and we sold. In fact, we ended up selling so precisely that there was no drawdown right here, no drawdown at all. I'll try and record the MT4 so I can put it in here as well, that you can see no drawdown at all and just completely dumped. If I would have gone with my feelings and what I was thinking, yeah, I would have missed out and I would have been pissed, because this trade has the potentials to go for a 1 to 11 R. So very big trade, very easily making back this 1% loss that I made here with this 11.2% that I'm looking to make for this trade here. Just to quickly break down this trade then, direction for today was bearish. We come on a 4-hour time frame to see, okay, where can we plot our liquidity zones, where can we find liquidity so we can continue going back down. In another word, where could people have their stop losses? That way, once price goes above that zone, we are looking to come into the market and see if there's any reversal reactions going on or reversal patterns or whatever. So that's exactly what happened. I thought, okay, well, people lower low, lower high, lower low, most likely people will be trailing their stops here. Anyone that sold up here, they trailed their stops here because we made a lower low. So I said, okay, let's take that out. Once we take that out, I will look for my entry pattern. That's exactly what happened. We took it out, ended up getting my entry pattern, which I won't be mentioning here in this video. So ended up getting my entry pattern and rejection, sell, stops above and pushing back down, take profit, same as always at the extension 27 level. Every trade I take is the same approach. 1, look for direction. 2, look for liquidity zones. And 3, look for entry confirmations. Once we have all those 3 things, we are good to go. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how the trade look. It doesn't matter. It really don't matter. As long as we have all those 3 things, we are good to go and pull that trigger. I'm just waiting for this trade to hit. I just came back from the gym. I'm not sure if I should record a bit more videos on what I do when I'm not on the charts. But yeah, without further ado, I'll see you next time in the next breakdown. So as I was literally recording this video for you guys, I realized that the other half of it, it's not here. I completely forgot to record what happened to the trade that I took. So let's get into the breakdown right now. Okay, so this is what ended up happening this week. We got 3 trades, 1 being a winner, 2 being a losers, which is cool, it's fine. With my strategy, I expect 3 setups a week. That's exactly what I got, and we still managed to maintain profitability this week, even though we lost more than we won. But of course, if you're in this trading game, you know that there is power within risk reward, and as long as you calculate your risk reward properly, you should be profitable. Obviously, with risk management, you would have seen me break down why I took this trade. Honestly, this was an error on my behalf, simply because we was still bearish. However, I simply focused on these higher highs and higher lows, thinking we're going to go bullish, but clearly we did not break this leg right here, the previous lower high, so we are still bearish. We came here, lower low, pulled back in, liquidity, entry, boom, pushed, made another lower low. So immediately I'm thinking we are somewhat bearish. So liquidity, push, entry, and nice trade. This was able to give me 11%, which is good. The following day, which was now Thursday, same process, made a lower low. That's good. What we're looking for is liquidity, take out liquidity, and look for an entry to then push back down. However, that wasn't the case. On Thursday, we ended up getting stopped out, which was cool, and price just completely broke up, which is also fine. From this point, I had to look back, and obviously we can see that we got provided with 3 setups, and that's my max setups, to be fair, per week. So from then I said, okay, cool, that's fine. I still have Friday. I can come in the market, analyze Friday, see what's going to happen on Friday, but I'm not going to take a trade on Friday, simply because I've already reached my max, which is 3, and I'm still somewhat profitable, even though I've taken 2 losses. So yeah, let's take that, and we'll come back next week again and see what's happening. I'm thinking about doing a funded series for you guys, but we'll let you know further about that some days in the future. Essentially what happened here is that my audio went bad, so therefore I will just voice over this last part of the video. Make sure to add my social media, my Instagram, my Snapchat. That is where I post real-time updates of the trades that I take, and I will see you next week for the breakdown of all the trades I'll be taking next week.